For my presentation, I chose to do the ergot of rye disease, and the title of my presentation is The Effects of the Disease of Ergot of Rye Caused by the Fungal Pathogen Clyphoceps purpurea. Some history on ergot of rye. It has been around for as long as humans have really been cultivating grass species. It is found throughout the world and has had a disastrous effect throughout the time that people have been colonizing and growing wheat and other different grass species. And this pathogen is particularly bad because it affects humans, animals, and the crop yields. So a little bit about the disease. The disease is caused by the fungal pathogen Clyphoceps purpurea, and this disease has been around for a long time, and it caused disease for a long time, but yet people did not know that this was the actual causal agent of the disease. And the humans and animals that become affected by this disease, they're affected by the ergot, which is the fungal sclerotia produced, which is kind of like a black stalk that gets produced in one of the grain heads. And this pathogen produces over 80 different types of alkaloids, which affect both animals and humans. So the disease has very characteristic symptoms that go with it, and depending on which type of alkaloids, the symptoms vary. One of the main symptoms for a specific alkaloid is gangrene, and that is the loss of hands and feet due to the restriction of blood vessels in these extremities. And the others are hallucinations, rapid convulsions, and a feeling of skin being on fire. These feelings of the skin being on fire got the disease the name the Holy Fire or St. Anthony's Fire. The pathogen that causes this disease, as said earlier, is Clyphoceps purpurea, and this is an ascomycete fungus that produces 3 different spore stages. And the most important stage is the actual sclerotial stage, which is the black structure shown on the wheat grains in the picture. These sclerotia are produced as a resting structure for the fungus that allows it to be able to survive into the next year. This actual pathogen has over 400 different host species. However, the main ones are rye, barley, and wheat, just ones that are economically more valuable. This is a picture of the fungus. The black part is the ergot that is produced on the wheat grain, and the pinkish red is the fungal fruiting structure, which is shown here. The alkaloids that are produced by this fungus, are known as mycotoxins, and these are the fungal toxins that affect both humans and animals. And as I said earlier, there's over 80 of these that have been identified. Some of them we don't know exactly what they do, but based on their structure, there's 3 different types of alkaloids: the clavines, the lysogenic acid amides, and the peptides. Depending on their structure, they have different effects in the human body. The main alkaloids that have been found with ergot have antagonistic effects on 3 different receptors in the body. And these different antagonistic effects affect the smooth muscle cells, the nervous system, and the blood vessels in the body. One of the main compounds that has been derived from these alkaloids is the common drug LSD. And it was derived from ergot in 1938 by a Swiss doctor. In doing so, he discovered the drug by combining lysergic acid with different amides, and while accidentally consuming some, determined the effects that gave him hallucinations and a feeling of euphoria. Now this drug is also being used to treat chronic painful migraines and other psychological disorders in very rare cases. These are the references that were used to conduct this presentation.